New research from the University of Manchester says that gun owners are racist. This is just not gonna end well. Anthony here for D News, and the research published by the British University in PLoS One found that higher levels of racism in white Americans was linked to having a gun in the home or being opposed to gun control. After factoring out things like income, political leanings, and education, the researchers found that for each point higher someone was on the symbolic racism scale, there was a 50% increase in the odds of them having a gun at home and a 28% increase in support of laws allowing people to carry concealed guns. Now, symbolic racism is less overt than classic ideas of racism. It's a general belief that the different work ethics and ideologies of a race, particularly black people, are what is causing them to achieve less than white people in society. A lot of symbolic racists actually outwardly oppose racism and believe they aren't racist because they don't understand how negative and unfair their beliefs are. So to give an example, a classic idea of racism would be somebody who literally voted to keep minorities out of a specific place, but a symbolic racist would enact laws that limited government programs that they knew were benefiting mostly minorities. So symbolic racism is usually measured by the Symbolic Racism 2000 scale, which first appeared in the journal Political Psychology in 2002. You can actually take the test online and see where you land. The University of Manchester decided to look for a correlation between symbolic racism and gun ownership after the Sandy Hook tragedy, and after the CDC released figures saying that black people are 5 times more likely to be murdered with a gun, whereas whites are 5 times more likely to commit suicide with one. The Pew Research Center report also showed that the majority of white Americans support gun control. So the idea that Manchester had was that people who own guns and oppose gun control in the US do it because they're not worried about the effect it has on the black population, or even because of the effect it has on the black population. Dr. Carrie O'Brien, the lead researcher on the study, said there needs to be more empirical research around how racial bias may influence people's policy decisions, and that he was surprised that a study like this had not been done before. I think we can all agree on one thing: this study cannot possibly create a lot of anger and controversy in the comments of this video or in the world in general. But honestly, are you surprised by the study's findings? Do you think more research into how our personal biases and prejudices influence our laws is needed? Let us know and subscribe for more D News.